Today is a very good day, and today I'm over here to rank the JoJo openings. If you have watched JoJo, you know that JoJo openings are the peak of anime openings. There is no other anime that can reach peak that a JoJo opening has gone to, like in terms of opening and music in general. This is the tier list. The first one is GOAT. Like the name suggests, it is the GOAT. You cannot like hear the opening and don't go without vibing with it. You will vibe the hell out of it. That's what a GOAT means in this term. And then comes the bangers. Same thing as the GOAT, but a step below. Like every music in bangers will become GOAT if they were legendary enough. And then is the alright. As a JoJo opening, alright means it's a good opening. You can listen to it anytime, no problem. But it lacks that vibe, that energy that a JoJo opening provides. And then that's meh. Like as a JoJo opening, if it does not transmit the JoJo energy enough, that's meh. And then there's the last one, which is trash. Now, a point to be noted. A trash JoJo opening is like a B or C among the anime openings as a whole. Like if you see any opening which is in the trash tier in this list or in this video, that will rank B to C of like a generalized anime opening tier list. So without waiting or wasting much time, let's start ranking. And another thing, I might not remember the official name of the music because I don't speak Japanese that good and I'm not like that much fluent in it either. So I'm just calling it the opening one. I think it's Sono something and there's Chi at last. I know that I'm bad with names, especially with music names and especially with Japanese names, because the name in my country is a very simple name, okay, but in Japanese the name goes like very complex. So yeah, that's that. So the first opening, do I have to explain it? There's no explanation needed. The first opening is of course a GOAT. There is no question in mind that it is not a GOAT. Like the moment, okay, like the moment it goes, it's like the peak of any music possible opening, and it's good. The animation, I love the animation. I love the animation that the first openings of JoJo used to have. They're great. Now the second opening is, I know this one's name because it's in English, that's Bloody Stream. And do I have to explain it to you guys? It is without any doubt another GOAT opening there, and it is better than the first one. It is like, before watching like JoJo, like context matters a lot in terms of anime openings. My view of an anime opening will change before and after watching the show because I know the context, I know the foreshadowing, I know the reference. So I have heard Bloody Stream before watching JoJo because it's a very popular song. I knew it that it is a JoJo opening, but I have never watched JoJo, and there's no difference. I love the opening before watching JoJo and I love it even more after watching JoJo. So that's that. And now let's come to the third season. No, I think the second season, third part. I will be going by parts. Who counts JoJo as a season? That does not make sense. Part is real. So now the third part 3, the first opening of part 3. I have just listened to the music. Like yeah, I had this tab over here. I had a tab open, a YouTube tab open in my browser just to verify if I remember the songs right or wrong. I have just heard the first 3 opening before making the tier list, and yeah, I remember them. So the third opening, I think it's only me, but the third opening is a meh for me. Here's why. The Bloody Stream and the first opening. Okay, those 2 openings made my expectations so high. Like first opening was good. Like I never skipped the first opening. Okay, I never skipped it. The second opening, it topped the previous one. It was better than the previous one, and it was like, I also never skipped the second opening. I always heard to it because it's that good. I thought that the third one will be also another banger, but I think it could not meet my expectation. I think I expected a little more of it, which it didn't. So it was a meh for me. Like the opening, like the first 2 or 3 seconds of the first and second opening, peak starts from there. Okay, the catchy part starts from first 2 or 3 seconds of that opening, and there is that slow part, like the part which is like building up the hype, and there's that hype, and that is pretty prominent in opening 1 and 2. But in 3, the first few seconds are like yeah, good, but not as much as the first and the third one. I mean the first and the second one. But the last few seconds of the third opening, before going ora ora ora, that is the peak of that opening, of this opening. That is my favorite part indeed, and that is very good. The last few seconds, it's incredibly good. And I think because of those last seconds, it is not in the trash list. It is on the meh list. Now, part 3 has 2 openings. This one was the first one and the second one. Okay, let me just confirm it. Let me just remember the music. I have just listened to the 4th opening and it's incredible. It is way better than the 3rd one. Way better than the 3rd one. And I have listened to it before just for the reminder. If I have missed or if I don't remember a certain peak point of it, I remember I had every point in my brain cells memorized. I personally love music which are a bit in the calm side, but I also love the rock and the heavy metal vibe from the music, but not all. I'm more of that peaceful, loving music type of guy. So based on that preference, I think the 4th opening, I have that in my playlist. I have it in my playlist and like in the listening playlist because I listen to it. It's good. It's banger. It's a banger. I remember some great part of other openings, like the later on parts. It is on the lower side of bangers, but it is a banger, okay? Like, it is a banger. And the alternative version of it, where Dio comes in, that's like hype moment. Like, I'm having goosebumps from remembering the hype, like the first time it happened, because I also never skipped this opening too. Like the 3rd opening, I skipped it after hearing 2 or 3 times, but the 4th one, I didn't skip it. So for me, it's a banger. Now, let's come to the 4th opening, and I believe that the 5th opening, and I believe that the 5th opening is from part 4. Let me just remember that which one. I have just listened to the 5th opening, and it's pretty hard that where I will put it. Like, it's not banger, like it's not on the banger side, but it is. Did I rate the 4th opening a bit higher? I think I did. I think it's higher level of it's alright. Yeah, it's on higher level on it's alright. Sorry for my misjudgment. I just forgot that how good JoJo openings are. And I believe that it's this one or this one. Which one did I hear? Okay, let me just check it. JoJo. It's a banger. It's a banger for me. It's like a midpoint of the banger or the lower part of the banger, but it's a banger. Like the opening part, like the 4 or 5 seconds. Like in terms of music, the first 5 seconds matters a lot to me. I think at least. Like if you can make the listener hook from the first 5 seconds, I think you're successful. Your music is a success of hooking the listener to your music, and this one did it. And the animation was great too. I didn't talk about the animation of the like the first 4, but this one animation was good. It was not like the first ones or the second or the third or fourth one animation, but it was good. So that's that. And now let's come to the second opening of part 4. Opening 6. Yes, opening 6. And I forgot that which one it is. Okay, now I know that it's the chase opening because it's in the lyrics. And this one is another meh for me. Like I told you before, like the heavy rock music is not my type, but still I love this music. I like this music though. I don't love it, I like it. Love is like, I love that the bangers and the goat music, and this is like I don't hate it. I listen to it on an occasion when I miss like JoJo. I think it's on meh level. Like it's on like the opening 3, like the last few seconds are great. Same goes for this opening, but I think that this will come after the 3rd opening. I prefer the 3rd opening more than this one. So this one, the 3rd opening will be ahead from this one. And then comes this the 7th opening, I believe. And you don't have to remember me, and you don't have to remember me of it. I remember it because I have listened to this music like crazy, and it's obviously a banger for me, like a first stage of banger. Like it's better than the first one of part 4, and that's that. We're near the end of the list, and the next one is from part 5, and the first one from part 5. Oh, on another note, I haven't watched Stone Ocean part 2 because I had board exams, so I didn't watch it. So if there's a new opening, I don't know. Which one is the first one? I think Fighting Gold is the first one. As far as I remember, Fighting Gold was a good opening. I think it's better than the 4th opening, the Fighting Gold. Yes, that's that. There's my list. That's over there. Now, the second one. Let me listen to it first. So, this one, I think this is a controversial one. I think, okay, among all the list I have made so far, I think I will be criticized for 2 of the openings. First one will be the first opening of part 3. I think many JoJo fans love that opening, but I unfortunately didn't. So this one will go to the last one of meh section. So this one, I think this one is the lowest JoJo opening for me. It lacked that JoJo vibe. Again, it's not in trash. The reason it's not in trash because the last few seconds is epic. Like you see the mess section. Most of these are here just because the last one will be. It's a banger for me. I love this opening. I love it a lot. So there's go my list. There's my tier list of the JoJo openings. Let me just say, I have mentioned the two criticisms I had, like not the two criticisms, like the two because of which I might get trolled. And there's three. There's another one. That's the part 6 opening. There's not so many I've heard that they liked the opening of part 6, like the first opening. I don't know why, but I really love that. It brought back the old animation it had from the OG times, and I really love that touch too. The music was incredible. Like I think it misses the first 5 or 3 second catchy part, but when the vocals comes in, when the vocals butts in, it becomes incredible opening. The vocalist has a beautiful voice. She has a catchy voice, which is why this opening will be a banger for me. So this is my final list of JoJo opening. Okay, everyone knew that Bloody Stream will be like the best JoJo opening of all time. We all know that. We don't know what will come for part 7. Like I wonder if the best part of JoJo will have the best opening. I hope so, and I also hope that part 7 will come before I see my grandchild. You guys might have some different opinions from me. After all, our tastes are different. And even though majority of the people love the heavy rock metal genre, I don't always vibe with it. I prefer to be like the calm side of the music. I want to relax with music. Also, music gets me hyped, but I'm more on the calm side. So, you guys might have some different opinions from it. Your tier list might vary from me. We have our different opinions. At least my opinion is not trash. Okay, this one is not a trash list. I think this one is a decent enough list. I mean, it's not the best. I think it's not the best JoJo opening tier list, but it's a decent one. So unless my taste is trash, it should be okay. It is not. I think this list is not that much of criticized. So I hope my English makes sense. I'm practicing my English. I'm learning more vocabularies and appropriate prepositions. So this is me signing out. Okay. Before going, I had my signature bro fist. Like I have been on YouTube from 2016. I used to do many cringe stuff back then, but I was a huge PewDiePie fan, and I used to give like the bro fist at the end of the videos. Should I continue it? I don't know, but just for the memory's sake, let me do this again.